Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video. Now, as some of you may know, I'm a big fan of Lego, and they always do a couple of sets Lego do each year for the Chinese New Year. And this year they've done one called Lunar New Year Traditions, and I thought it would be a good idea to talk about the Lunar New Year traditions because of the Lego set, and also how they compare to some of the traditions we have in England around Christmas time and New Year. So the first thing that we do for Chinese New Year is we go shopping, and this happens a few days or a week before. The shops will be very busy, and there'll also be a number of markets where they sell the decorations. And as you can see behind me, this is a typical place, right, a market, which this sells all the things for New Year, and you can see it's super busy of people all buying their New Year house decoration. This is very similar to, we have a Christmas tree and we put decorations up. These are the equivalent Chinese New Year decorations. So things that are bought in China around New Year are things like food, snacks, decorations. Often people will buy new clothes and also cleaning materials to clean the house, and I'll talk about that in a second. And that differs very slightly to the UK. So the UK will also buy food and snacks, and we'll also buy a lot of alcohol around Christmas and New Year. In England, people consume a lot of alcohol. Not everybody, but some people. And the other thing that's kind of different in the UK is people will do a lot of shopping for gifts for friends and family. And that's a little bit different in China because they don't give gifts like they do in England. Now, the second thing is, in China, the second custom is cleaning the house, and this is often called sweeping away the dust, and it signifies getting rid of all things old to welcome in things new. And again, people in the UK will also clean their house at Christmas, but actually in the UK it's for a different reason, and that reason is that at Christmas many relatives may visit your house, and you don't want them to see that you've got a dirty house. So that's the reason they clean in the UK, which is somewhat different to here in China. And the third custom, and this is on New Year's Eve in China, on CCTV, which is the main national channel of China, there will be a gala extravaganza TV program. It lasts for many hours, and there's singing, there's dancing, there's comedians on there. And pretty much a lot of the population will watch this program, and this will go right up till midnight, when at the stroke of 12 people welcome in the new year. Now, this is again something kind of similar to the UK. In the UK we will normally have a New Year's Eve TV program, and that will be a gala. Often they will do a review of the previous year, but it will have singers, it will have dancing and things like that. And again, that we will then welcome in the new year. In the UK, more sort of modern now, we will have fireworks, but that's a massive thing in China. Literally, fireworks are banned in the big cities, but you do still get some. But in the more rural areas, oh wow, you'll get fireworks going off from early evening right through the night. And the fireworks here in China, I can tell you, are absolutely spectacular. They're amazing, absolutely amazing. So let's move on to the fourth one. Now, I don't know a whole lot about this, however, from what I understand, it's called opening your door to welcoming good luck. So the Chinese people believe what they do on the first day of the new year will affect how things are for the rest of the year. So that the first day of New Year is very important. Now, I do know of a custom we have kind of similar to this in the UK, although I don't think it's practiced very often now, but it was in the olden days. Now, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but people used to carry a piece of coal out of the back door and then come around the front of the house and bring it in the front door. I'm pretty sure that's the way it was, and not out of the front door and into the back door. I'm pretty sure it was you carry a piece of coal out of the back door and into the front door, and this would bring good luck for the new year into your home. So again, it's kind of similar. Now the next custom in China, custom number 5, is giving of red envelopes, and this in Chinese is called hongbao. And what you do with this is, unlike in the UK where we tend to give gifts to each other, which we wrap up and people exchange gifts, and it's a big thing actually for children, because children have a lot of gifts, but we also give gifts in the UK to friends and family. The big difference in China is that we give a red envelope, a hongbao, and that contains money. And it's very often the case that you put new money into this envelope, because that will bring good luck to people. So we use this new money, and you will also give a red envelope with a small amount of money to people who've done services for you over the course of the year. So maybe the delivery guy or the security guy at your apartment. And you also will give it to work colleagues and family and friends. So it's kind of similar to what we do at Christmas in the UK, but here it's money as opposed to gifts. We do sometimes give money in the UK as well, but it's more often we will give gifts, whereas in China it's more often that you give money. And something else over the last few years that I've been here, more and more people now give red envelopes by electronic means. So WeChat has an electronic hongbao which many people use as well. And the final custom, number 6, is Tyson. Now what Tyson is a god of wealth, and this is something we don't have in the UK. So this is something that's kind of unique to Asian cultures, and I think maybe Chinese culture specifically. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure if other Asian cultures are watching other than Chinese. Leave a comment down below if you also have Tyson. And people welcome Tyson into their home. Many people will have a figurine in their home of Tyson, and this hopefully brings prosperity and wealth into their home, and you'll see that businesses will also have this as well. Okay, so I hope that has given you a sort of bit of an idea about Chinese New Year and how it compares with Christmas and New Year in the UK. And if you feel I've got anything wrong, let me know down in the comments. You can also let me know what you do in Chinese New Year. This year, because of my cancer treatment, I'll be staying in Shenzhen. I've still got to continue my treatment throughout the new year. And I've noticed already that Shenzhen is very, very quiet, and that's because Shenzhen's a migrant city, and so most people will leave the city of Shenzhen to go home to their hometowns and visit their relatives and such like. And before I end up this video, I'd just like to wish everyone who's watching a happy Lunar New Year, and if you're watching and you're Chinese, Xing Nian Kuai Le. But as always, for now, take care.